So, are you fellow hosts ready to record?
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's do it. Hello, welcome to 4445, 15-minute celebration to get you to the wonderful hour of the day, 5 o'clock. I'm your host, Caden Vandergrift.
I'm Katie Pratt.
And I am Colton Pratt. Katie has...
I'm your best friend, Katie Pratt.
I'm your mortal enemy, Colton Pratt. Katie, I feel like you should let our listeners know, where are you right now? What are you doing?
I'm sitting in the Meyer parking lot. There are people walking past me. It is 10 o'clock at night, dark.
Are your doors locked? Are your doors locked?
Yeah, my doors are locked, but
Okay, that's good.
let's make this quick so I can get to safety.
Well, I can tell you exactly how long it's going to be, and that's going to be 15 minutes from now.
To get me to 5
Exactly.
o'clock. I know.
To get you to 5 o'clock. Well, to get you to 10:15, but to get our listeners to 5 o'clock. Kaden, you want to tell us the question you have for us today?
Yep. This is a very hypothetical question. Okay.
I'm ready for it.
Let's see this. Let's talk about this. Okay. You're in like a galaxy area, like a vacuum, and it just has like the galaxy print everywhere, okay?
Okay.
You see an Italian monk.
A lot of your questions have us in a vacuum.
Yeah.
It does happen.
It's because in a vacuum you have no stress.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't want stress to be a part of
Is there gravity in the vacuum,
question.
or am I floating in the vacuum?
Everybody's floating, but you're like peacefully floating. Like you're
Peacefully
just like
floating in the
bobbling
vacuum.
up
Got
and
it.
down. Yep.
Ready? Okay.
There's an Italian monk.
Okay.
He has a crispy white beard, crispy white
Crispy.
eyebrows, and he's sitting there meditating with his legs crossed. What's the first question you're gonna ask him?
I look at him and say,
Can I crunch your beard?
"Can I crunch your beard?" Is a good question.
It's so crispy,
It's so crispy. It's crispy crunchy.
extra crispy.
Okay, why is he Italian? Like,
Just me.
okay, I'll trust you. I feel like I should ask him something about like an Italian stereotype, but I can't think of any other than Mario. And I feel like Mario's not even a good Italian stereotype. So I guess I'll ask him. He's meditating. Meditating advice? Is that a thing? Can I ask him for meditating advice?
Yes, but I don't know if he'll be able to answer that because he's actually like just started meditating. Like this is like his second time, so he's not really like a pro at it.
He's not a pro meditator. Okay.
No.
I'm a pro meditator.
Okay, Kitty, give
You
me
can
some
ask Katie
meditating. Give me some meditation advice. What's step one for meditating?
Step 1 for meditating is to suck on a pepperoni slice.
Okay, what does that accomplish for the meditation, Katie?
It grounds you.
It grounds you. Wait, what? Are you worried that I'm going to meditate too hard and then disassociate from my body?
I don't want you to accidentally astral project.
Oh, you don't want me to accidentally like just forget how to get back to my body when I'm
Right.
when I'm done floating around the astral plane. I can be like, "What does pepperoni taste like again?" And then boom, back in my body.
It's like Inception.
It's like basically, pepperoni slices save you from Inception. Is that what you're saying? What are you
Yeah.
saying? Okay.
No, yeah,
Now we're
it's like
talking,
Inception
people.
where you need your one thing that can pull you back.
And it's pepperoni slicing your mouth. Okay, what's step 2 of meditating?
That is the right movie, right?
Yeah, I think so. That's the one where like you layer dreams. They layer dreams on each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What movie
What's
are
the
you
second step
talking
of
about?
meditating, Katie?
There is
Inception.
no Inception.
Oh,
There,
never heard of
there
it.
is no second step.
Oh, pepperoni, as soon as it touches your lips, as soon as it crosses the plane of your lips, you are meditating. That's
I have a
that's it?
question.
I have an answer.
Do you guys want to guess what today's day is? It's very hard to guess.
I'm
Italian
ready
Monk
to,
Day.
Is it what?
Italian Monk Day.
No.
Is it
Is-
Ask a Monk a Question Day?
No.
Is it Crisp Your Beard Day?
No.
Is it Vacuum in Space Day?
No. But I
Is
wish it
it-
was. That'd be a
Kaden,
great day.
every day is back in his face day when Kate's asking the question.
Every day that I ask the question, it's Mars that one time.
Yeah, it was Mars. That's still the vacuum of space to be. Is it? Oh man, I Italian. I don't know.
Nope.
What is it?
It is April 26th, which is National Pretzel Day.
Okay.
Pretzels.
Okay.
Pretzel
What
Day.
was
You
there an
guys want to
Italian
know how
monk?
it ties in together?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I have a couple guesses of how it ties in that I hope it's not. Okay. Can I tell you what I think it's? I hope
Okay.
it's not. One.
Yep.
When you meditate, you crisscross your legs like a pretzel.
Um, I mean that's not really why. The
Okay.
monk
Good.
has something to do with it.
Okay. Were pretzels ever used to ground you while you're meditating, like the pepperonis?
No.
Okay. What is it then?
Legend has it. Wait, let me read it real quick.
Okay. He's gonna read it.
Legend has it that an Italian monk invented the pretzel.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean, that's a very direct connection. I was thinking it was going to be like some weird some weird like wraparound connection, but that's just like the inventor, bud.
No,
Okay.
it was a great connection.
Yeah, it was a great one. Caden, what is your source on the legend right then?
The source?
Yeah, like where did you find the legend that has the Italian monk?
Nationalday.com.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
That's where you get all your information, Colton.
That is where I get all my information.
That's a credible source. I strictly use National Day. Even when I'm doing school projects. Strictly nationalday.com.
Caden's like looks up the National Algebra Day to learn how to do algebra and
Learn how
stuff.
to do algebra, exactly.
So pretzels, they are a weird
They're
shape.
so weird.
Yeah, why
I
do they?
keep making
because-
pretzels out of my dough scraps at work.
Why don't you
You
cook them
what?
and just make a pretzel then? That's all a pretzel is. A pretzel is a roll that got confused.
No.
That's what a pretzel is. Yeah. Caden, are you telling me that pretzel isn't just a roll that gets confused? I feel very confident
No,
in
it's
this.
not even close to that.
What do you mean?
It has like a totally different taste.
It does
I
have a
don't-
totally different taste.
I don't
And
think
you
it
can eat
does.
them hard.
Yes, it does. A pretzel in like a Texas Roadhouse legendary roll. I mean, it's not even a roll; it's just fresh baked bread.
Caden, I
But eat the all my Texas rolls Roadhouse- hard.
Eagle, and
Why'd
that was
you
just
get
so
close
weird.
to the- Why did
I
you
don't know how I
just
feel.
get so
The
close to
Italian
the
monk would not be happy about that.
That was a good joke. I don't know what you're talking about.
I thought it was.
Kate
it
has
was-
sent
it
a
was good
picture
joke.
of her bread roll rolled into a pretzel, and I retract my statement that a pretzel is just a roll that got confused because that
Hey,
Kate,
now we're talking, Katie. Thank you.
Katie's roll
You're
that
welcome.
became pretzelized is disgusting, like terrible, and the end of it looks like a human thumb got lost
Wait, I
in
have
the
a
pretzel.
question.
Yes, Caden.
Why do you have a picture of that?
Because I
She's-
wanted to show my friends.
Look.
That is a great man. You really thought, man, you took that picture having no intention of sending it to this group chat.
Katie
and-
predicted National Pretzel Day.
Yeah, and it literally just destroyed Colton's hopes and dreams of what he just said.
Yeah,
I
Katie
literally
predicted
took it
National
in
Pretzel Day.
preparation for this conversation.
That honestly, a lot of what I do now is in preparation for 445. A lot of the things that I think of, I'm like, that'd be a good story if the holiday ever comes up. So pretzels.
I just go with the flow.
For me, the first thing that connects to pretzels in my brain is Costco. Like that's it. Costco and Sam's Club.
Why?
Because that was the thing. I would go to Costco and Sam's Club with my mom, and that's in exchange for being there, kind of. I would get a cinnamon sugar
Only
pretzel and a
Sam's Club
slushie.
because, well, Costco didn't carry the pretzel.
Oh, they didn't? Oh, sorry. Sam's Club, sorry. Sam's Club, we'd always get a pretzel and a slushie, and that just became a thing. Now, anytime I go to Sam's Club, I expect a pretzel and a slushie, because otherwise I'm sad, and both sad and disappointed.
You guys want to know what I first think of when I think of a pretzel?
Of course I do, Kane.
Tell me.
When I'm walking through the mall and you smell that crisp Annie Ann's air.
Is that
Everything's
why
crispy
the
today.
Italian
Yes.
monk's beard was so crisp? Because it smelled like Annie Ann?
If I bit the Italian monk's
Exactly.
beard, would have come apart like an Auntie Anne pretzel?
No.
Okay. Oh.
Actually, don't quote me on that. I don't know. You
He
have to
hasn't bit
take
one.
that up with him. Well, since
Yeah.
you're in a vacuum, I don't know if it'll really.
You think the vacuum affects pretzels ability, pretzelness?
Yeah, because doesn't a pretzel need air to make itself a pretzel?
I guess, sure.
Hey, science.
Science right there. That is science.
And the pretzel never tastes as good as it smells. It tastes good, but it just smells like heaven.
Okay, sure.
That's all I just felt like saying.
You want to know some fun pretzel facts?
Maybe.
The first one, this is from mobilecuisine.com. which we use often for food-related facts because we celebrate food really often on this show. The first thing
We
is
like
that
food.
April 26th is National Pretzel Day. Not that we didn't know that, but it's just good to know. The second one is that October is National Pretzel Month. So, if this show ever degrades all the way to the point where we're recording one 80-hour episode every month, we can talk about pretzels again.
Why would we record an 80-hour episode in a month?
Hey, let's do it.
It's
straight, no breaks.
One 80-hour episode. It'll be uploaded in 24-hour segments. Here's another fun fact. I'm going to read it. I haven't read it yet, so it might not be fun. Perhaps because of its religious roots, the pretzel has long been considered a good luck symbol. German children wear pretzels around their necks on New Year's Day. In Austria, the 16th century, pretzels adorn Christmas trees, and they were hidden along with the hard-boiled eggs on Easter morning. So pretzels are just kind of like doing all the holidays, huh?
That's a big pretzel to fit around your neck. Holy crap.
I like that the start of that sentence said,
Did it put it around your neck, or did you wear like a necklace with the pretzel hanging on it?
It says around their necks, so I don't know which one. Maybe it's just a huge pretzel, like Kane said. The first sentence of that was perhaps because of its religious roots. I would like to know more about the fun fact about the religious roots of pretzels. Like, what?
I think
invented by an Italian monk. That makes sense. That's the religious roots right there.
Bam!
Caden, your facts help me right there. You want to know another fun pretzel fact? This one's actually fun. The phrase tying the knot, as in like marriage, came from the Swiss, who still incorporate the lucky pretzel in wedding ceremonies. So pretzels, because they're lucky, they're good luck symbol. The Swiss incorporate the lucky pretzel into the wedding ceremonies, where tying the knot maybe came from. You know?
Huh.
A pretzel knot. See, I always just assume like two individual ropes now are one tied knot rope, but apparently no, it's the lucky pretzel. Which is a funny.
The world revolves around a pretzel. The world is made out of a pretzel. The center of the earth is a pretzel. I made three very bold statements right there. They kind of all contradicted each other. But it's okay.
Okay, so here's the last fact I want to share with you. Hard pretzels were invented, and there's quotes around invented, so imagine there's quotes. They were invented in the late 1600s when a snoozing apprentice in a Pennsylvania bakery accidentally overbaked his pretzels, creating a crunchy, seemingly inedible knot. His job was spared when the master baker, attempting to punish him, like to show how stupid he was, took a bite out of one of them, and it loved it. So the master baker was like, "You think somebody will eat these? You think, I love this. Oh my, that's so, like imagine being that 180. Imagine being that apprentice, getting punished, getting yelled at. The guy is trying to show how inedible the food you just made is, bites it, and is like, actually, no, we're selling these now. These are
I have a question.
I have an answer for you,
I hope
Kane.
he got paid for it. I hope he got paid.
I hope he got paid too. Kane, what's your question?
What do you have to do to become a master baker? Criticize pretzels?
Yeah, honestly, it seems like pretzels seem like a big part of it, especially on April 26th, National Pretzel Day. Or in October.
The entire month of October.
Yeah, National Pretzel Month. All right. Kaden, what'd you learn?
I learned
how to
that a pretzel cannot be formed in a vacuum. Actually, I didn't really learn that, but I just assumed.
You know what? I learned it. Katie, what did you learn?
I actually did learn that a pretzel was invented by Italian monks.
That was a good fact, wasn't it?
That was a good fact. And I learned that if you don't want to get stuck in the astral plane, pop a pepperoni in your mouth before you meditate.
Damn.
Thank you guys all so much for listening. Katie, you were so broken about it that I didn't let you do this last Friday. Where should they go to?
They should go to Instagram and TikTok and hit the search bar.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I say a letter, type a letter. And when I say number, type a number.
Yep.
FOR445 PODCAST.
Beautiful. And if you want to find us on Twitter, where I'm active now, where the podcast is active now. I don't have a Twitter account. Look up FOR445 _ PODCAST. And I'll apologize about that underscore daily. That underscore was a necessity to be there, but I'm still sorry that it's there.
To be not there.
Yeah. Is there anything else we need to say? Any other updates we want to give anybody?
Check your wiener.
Yeah.
Check your wiener.
Before we do that, let's do our other stuff. This has been 4 for 45. I'm Colton Pratt.
I'm Caden.
And I'm Katie.
Man,
And
that
check
delay was
that
awkward.
wiener of yours.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Check
thought
your
we were
wiener.
going.
Check
Check
that wiener.
your wiener.
This was a mess.
The oh so
Katie,
great wiener.
say you love them so they can leave.
I love you.
Okay.
I love
Bye,
you
guys.
and your wiener.
Like I sounded smarter than that though. Hey everybody, this is Colton Pratt. I just want to let you guys know that today's episode is brought to you by Fulton, a modern brand of arch support. Fulton launched the most comfortable, supportive, and sustainable insoles on the planet, and they believe that wellness starts from the ground up and that the feet are the foundation of our bodies. Fulton insoles offer comfortable arch support to align your body from head to toe, mitigating pain, providing comfort, and improving posture. Fulton is creating a world where the shoes we wear are actually good for our bodies, providing you with a sturdier foundation for a healthier future. Fulton is offering our listeners $10 off for your next purchase at walkfulton.com by using code podcast10. That's code podcast10 for $10 off at walkfulton.com. Check out the website to see how Fulton can support you. We'll talk about it more at the middle of the episode. So, are you guys ready to record?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Hello and welcome to 4445, a 15-minute celebration to get you to 5 o'clock. I am your best friend and host, Colton Pratt.
Hey, I'm your best friend. You're not allowed to be their best friend.
Oh, I think I'm your best friend.
That's wrong.
Okay, who are you then?
I'm their best friend, Katie Pratt.
Oh, okay. Hi, best friend
And
Katie
you can
Pratt.
listen to the other videos, and you will know that I've always been your best friend, and Colton has always been your mortal enemy.
That's
no, I
true.
was the mortal enemy, I thought.
Caden, who are you?
I thought I was the mortal enemy.
He's the mortal anemone.
And
Okay, I don't know what Colton is, but I just know that I am, and always have been, your best friend.
Colton's
I've been
neutral.
neutral to you. Yeah, I was neutral to you pretty often. Caden, you say your name so we can continue.
Oh, hello, my name is Caden, and I'm your mortal enemy.
Anemone. Okay. Hi everybody. So, before I have the question for today, and it's a pretty simple one that I think we can talk about as long as we feel like. What is your favorite memory from your childhood? Favorite memory of all time? Maybe this one's a harder question than I thought it was.
I was gonna say.
Katie?
One specific favorite memory is not possible for me.
Okay, go through a couple favorite memories. Just start telling me favorite memories. Tell me the stories of your favorite memory.
I don't have any memories at this moment.
You have no memory?
It all disappeared. At the time you asked this question, it all disappeared.
The moment it crossed my lips that I started talking about memories, it's gone. You lost them.
Yep.
Yes, obviously.
Oh, I actually have one.
Okay, tell me, Kane.
When we would all go to Myrtle Beach, and we would write something in the sand in the morning.
Oh,
To look out
that's
at my
those
balcony.
are good
Good memory.
memories.
Yeah, that started because Katie slept on the couch, and we used to wake up like with the earliest person, right?
No, that started because we wrote "Who's the Levy" on the.
Here's the levy. We
Yeah, because
you're
of
right.
Caleb.
Kayla, our babysitter that used to come with us, had a shirt that said, "Who's the levy?" And every time someone asked her that, she was supposed to say, "We are." So we went down on the beach and wrote, "Who's the levy?" in the morning. And then it kind of became a thing that every morning we all would get up and rate something. That was a good memory
One time
game.
we drew a turtle. We drew like a turtle or a shark or something like that.
No, we did. We also built big sculptures. Like Landon, your brother,
May he rest in peace.
may he rest in peace. He's not actually dead. He's alive. He's alive and well.
Dead and
But
alive.
he's your brother. Okay.
He's dead
He's
to
dead
our
to me.
podcast.
Oh, dead to us. Yeah, dead to the podcast listeners. He used to make some pretty amazing sculptures out of sand. Like he did a shark one year, a mermaid, I think. Yeah, he used to do some crazy stuff. Katie,
Why
have
is
any-
nobody listening to the stop sign that I'm sitting next to?
Katie, you want to tell the story of what you're doing right now?
Again?
Yes, okay. I live with a roommate, and so if I'm recording a video and I'm supposed to be out loud, I usually go to my car.
Oh,
By
okay.
usually, I mean I've done it in the past 2 times, and then also whenever I am not like in my own home, I sit in the car to record.
Oh, okay. Katie, have you had any memories spring to your mind yet?
Yes.
Tell me them.
Um, we would make a frozen shaved ice stand in our neighborhood uh every every year on the garage sale day, and we would cut up a bunch of ice in our Ninja blender. Shout out to Ninja.
Good company, good
And then
brand.
we would put them into a cooler, take the cooler down um it was a big cooler. We would take it down to the street, and we would set it next to a little fold up chair. And me, our neighbor, and Colton would sit our little tiny butts on the cooler and wait for people to walk by, and then give them shaved ice that we would pour diluted Kool-Aid onto to flavor it.
And this was during our neighborhood our neighborhood garage sale day. So everybody in our neighborhood that wanted to have a garage sale would have them on the same day to bring in more people. And yeah, we made bank from that though. Like it was a good business that we had set up.
We would make flyers and drive around the neighborhood and like give them out to people.
I also remember that there was another group of kids at the same year making ice snow cones. So we had recon. So we set ours were 50 cents, theirs were $1 a piece. We sent me and the neighbor over to that section of the park with $1 of our profits to buy a slushie to assess if ours was better. It was. We came to the conclusion that ours was better than theirs. So we weren't too worried. And I remember when we walked up the stand, it was actually Kayla, our babysitter, was the one running the other slushy stand. And we walked up, and as soon as they made the sale, Kayla went, yes! Like that when we gave them the $1. And I remember thinking like that was unprofessional and like that we definitely were better. Yeah. I remember thinking that celebrating a sale in front of the customer was unprofessional. And I was like, we had the better snow cone stand for sure. We have the professional. Yeah, it was great. Can I tell you guys my story?
Yep.
My memory was also from Myrtle Beach. I don't know if we've told it on the podcast before, but if we haven't gone into enough detail. So every year on Myrtle Beach, when we were kids, we'd have the Olympics, which were just us playing a bunch of different games and stuff, just being, generally silly. Playing we used to, what all did we do? We did, find the dart in the pool, that kind of stuff. And one of the yearly ones was a 3-legged race. So it was me and Caden on a team versus Katie and Landon during the 3-legged race. And me being the super duper competitive little child, started the race, started going, and I was going too fast, so Kane fell over. And so my reaction was to just drag him across the sand, like shirtless, belly down on sand, drag him to the finish line. And our babysitter, it was before Kayla, so it was Ashley at the time, filmed the whole thing, just giggling at me, dragging like probably 7-year-old me dragging 6-year-old Kane.
I was just being literally drugged through the sand.
It was wonderful. It's a great memory. Another memory from the Olympics was there was a game where you had to carry a small tube of water to your teammate and fill up a cup. So it was like a balance game, And so Landon was carrying the water to me. I had the cup. He had gotten it about halfway full before the other team won, and I was like, "Oh, we lost." And I jokingly splashed it on him, and everyone it was a funny thing to do. And then Landon had to go get refill. Landon went and got a refill of water from the ocean, and then when he came back, he just splashed me with it and got in way huge trouble. And I felt super bad because I had just splashed him 4 seconds ago and everyone laughed. And then Landon turns around and splashes me and got in much more trouble than I got in, which I felt very bad about. So are you guys wondering what today's holiday is?
Yep. Obviously.
Today's holiday is National Tell a Story Day. So all of this that we've been doing right now has just been telling stories and celebrating the holiday.
Cute.
Yeah, so today is National Tell a Story Day.
Can I tell a story?
Yes, tell me a story.
So there once was a story about a brand. Its name is Fulton. It is a modern brand of arch support. Take it away, Colton.
Today's episode is brought to you by Fulton, which is a modern brand of arch support. Fulton launched the most comfortable, supportive, and sustainable insoles on the planet. Fulton believes wellness starts from the ground up, and that the feet are the foundation of our bodies. Fulton insoles offer comfortable arch support to align your body from head to toe, mitigating pain, providing comfort, and improving posture. Fulton is creating a world where the shoes we wear are actually good for our bodies, providing you with a sturdier foundation for a healthier future. This is great. The arch support is super important in shoes. It's so important that one time when I used to run cross country, there was a race that I was wearing shoes that had really bad arch support for my feet, and I had them laced just a little bit wrong, and my running actually managed to break the bone in my foot just by running a race. It was like a small fracture. So I should have. Now I know. Next time I'll go with Fulton to get that. And Fulton is offering our listeners $10 off for your next purchase at walkfulton.com by using the code podcast10. That's code podcast10 for $10 off at walk.
Wait. Go to the search bar.
Yep.
Click on it.
Yep.
We'll go to the enter promo bar. Click on it.
Yep.
And then enter the name P. When I say a letter, type a letter. And when I say a number, type a number. PODCAST.
10.
Did I spell that right?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, 10. PODCAST 10.
And that's for $10 off at walkfulton.com. Check out the website to see how Fulton can support you. Yeah.
You want to know how to get to the website?
Yeah, Katie, I do.
Go to the search bar on your Google.
Yeah.
And when I say a letter, type a letter. When I say a number, type a number. And when I say a point or a slash, type that. A point means a period.
Yes, it does.
That. Okay. www. Point. WALK. I don't know how to spell Fulton.
FULTON.com.
FULTON.
Rookie mistake, Katie.
Point. COM.
Point COM. All right. So now we can get back right into the holiday. Katie, do you have any other stories on the top of your head?
Personally, I think the Fulton story was my favorite one so far.
Yeah, I agree.
It makes us... They seem pretty chill. Not seem. They are very chill. I would like now, because Tell a Story Day can be about the true stories we've been telling so far, I think we should now focus on some fake stories. Caden lied to me, buddy.
So there was a story about a giraffe. Do you guys want to know his name?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Jerome. With like a J, not a J.
With a G.
Jerome.
With a G.
With a J. Jerome.
Jerome. Like he's a French. He's a French giraffe. Got it.
No, if it was French, it would be Jerome. But it's just
Jerome.
It's just Jerome.
Got it.
And he happens to have a pet who's also a giraffe. But it sounds kind of weird, but until you get to the part. So the giraffe is actually Morgan Freeman in disguise. His name is Freakin' Morgan.
Wait, Freakin' Morgan's the pet giraffe? That's also actually Morgan Freeman in disguise?
Yep.
Okay, got it.
And so they're going to the store, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they find the cucumbers, and they're on sale.
Ooh.
And so when they get up to the cash register, Jerome goes, "Forgan
How do
Migrin."
you fit inside the building?
Katie, we're in a Zootopia place where they have special doors for giraffes. Come on, Katie.
They're in the jungle bio. Have you watched the movie? Freaking Morgan is disappointed in you right now, man.
Yeah, Freakin' Morgan is gonna eat you.
I'm so sorry.
I don't think giraffes eat people.
But Freakin' Morgan is way smaller than Jerome, just so you guys know. Just so you guys can get the picture I'm getting. So
I'm getting a picture again.
Jerome goes, "Freakin' Morgan, stay here while I go get more cucumbers because they're on sale." Okay? So at the cash register, Freakin' Morgan's freaking out because Jerome just took off. And Freakin' Morgan is too nervous to check out by himself. So imagine little Freakin' Morgan. His head barely fits over the thing, which is kind of weird. The shelf, because it's kind of weird because he's a giraffe, but it's okay.
He's a human shaped like a giraffe, pretending to be a giraffe. It's okay.
Yeah. And imagine like Freakin' Morgan, like in the Morgan Freeman voice, okay? So Jerome goes in, going to get the cucumbers, and all of a sudden, Freakin' Morgan's up to pay. What's going to happen? That's for you to find out on tomorrow's episode.
Tomorrow's episode. Caden's going to write an intricate story for you, and tomorrow's episode of 445 will feature Caden's finishing to the epic tale about Freakin' Morgan.
Freakin' Morgan.
Do you have any fictional stories you want to tell? And I want to real quick before you start, say, it's fictional stories are just lies that everyone agrees are okay. Right? That's like all it is.
Yep.
It's just lies that everyone agrees is okay.
I agree.
Katie, tell me your fictional story. Let's hear it. What do you have for me?
Okay. My fictional story is that one time I went shopping. And while I was shopping, I met this man, and the man was like, "Wow, I can tell you are very going to be rich. And
Yep.
I was like, what? Why would you say that? And he's like, I am a psychic, and your great grandmother told me that you are going to be rich. And I said,
Oh.
my great great grandmother, she's dead. And he's like, I know. That's why I'm a psychic.
What is happening in your story, Katie?
Hey, this
And
sounds
then,
very true, Katie. I don't know. I might need to
and
fact
then
check
this
you on this.
man, he had a very long red beard,
Okay.
and his hair was, he had hair, but there was a strip shaved down the middle of it. And he said that that was how he communicated um, with the people, because they couldn't get into his brain if he had hair in the way, but he still wanted some hair. But I asked him this because it was a funny hairstyle. He still
Okay.
wanted some hair because he wanted to be really hairy, but the dead people needed to talk to him through his skull, so he had to keep a strip shaved for them to get in.
So you saw a guy, predicted a bunch of stuff, was a guy, and the first he could speak to dead people, and your first thing you thought was, I'm gonna ask him about his silly haircut. What, Katie?
No, it wasn't. No, we'd been talking for hours at that point, Cole.
Oh,
Don't be
okay.
ridiculous.
Yeah, I can't, Colton, you need to stop assuming things.
I'm so sorry. Can I tell you a fictional story? I have one more.
No.
Okay. Katie,
Goodbye.
what'd you learn, Katie?
No, Colton, tell your story.
I didn't actually have one. It was gonna be Shrek verbatim. It's gonna be Shrek.
Boo.
Katie, what'd you learn?
I learned that Morgan Freeman.
Florgan Bremen, Katie. Florgan
Freeman,
Bremen.
friggin'
Morgan Meeman.
No, friggin' Morgan.
No, wait.
Freakin' Morgan.
Freakin'
Freakin'
Morgan.
Morgan. Freakin' Morgan. Kaden,
Wait, what was it really?
I have no idea what it was.
Freakin' Morgan.
Freakin' Morgan. Kaden, what did you learn?
You know what I learned?
I want to know.
That Fulton launched the most comfortable sport that is a sustainable insole on the planet. Fulton believes wellness starts with the ground up and the feet. Okay. I really learned that
I'm actually gonna go buy some of those insoles.
we're
Me too.
actually okay at creating stories.
Yeah, we're good at lying. I mean,
I
telling
feel
making
like
up
mine
fiction.
was not good.
Yours was okay. Mine was just going to be Shrek stolen, so Caden's the only one
I
that's
think
really
Caden's
good.
was definitely the best. I like that the cucumbers were on sale.
I also like that Freakin' Morgan was a guy in a human in a Zootopia world. All right. And I learned that if you want people to tell you stories, just tell them to lie to you. It works great every time. All right. So, thank you guys all so much for listening. All you people who listen to us, thank you. We appreciate you. You're so amazing. And you would do this the greatest honor if you would just share this podcast with 2 friends. 2 whole friends, so that more people can learn about Fulton and we can make more money.
Whoa,
Yes! Money.
whoa. We are not about making money. We are just passionate about insole support.
Legit. But no, I'm joking. For real though, we would love if you would
And go buy some insoles.
yeah, the insoles seem very nice. I'm gonna get some for my running shoes because my feet
I'm
break
gonna get some
sometimes.
for my work shoes, because man, my feet hurt so bad right now.
All right, thank you guys all for listening. We love all of you.
No, only I.
Katie is very protective of our listeners.
I know, it's because they're mine.
TikTok and Instagram, Katie, let's hear it.
On TikTok and Instagram, go to the search bar. Are you
Yep.
ready?
It's already.
When I say a letter, type a letter, and when I
Yep.
say a number, type a number. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, right. I'm about to go.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm building up. Ooh.
Okay, the first letter is P if you want to get ready.
It's not P. Oh, that was a trap.
I forgot what I was saying. The
What are
first
you
letter is F.
Hey, now
Okay,
we're
the
talking.
first letter is F if you want to get ready.
And then what's the second letter?
FOR445PODCAST.
There's
See,
2
okay.
F's.
Yeah, I want to make it clear. There's only the one F. So if you got ready for Katie, if you prepared with Katie, you may have been actually hindered.
You weren't supposed to type it the first time. You're supposed to hover
just
your finger over
finger
it.
hovering. Got it. Katie, if you wanted to go to Twitter, what would you do? Find us on Twitter, not go to Twitter.
If you want to go to Twitter, go to the search bar and type. When I say a letter, type a letter. When I say a number, type a number. Type TWITTER, and on Google, and hit the first link. You're at Twitter. Then
Yep.
go to the search bar and type. When I say a letter, type a letter. When I say a number, type a number. Type FOR445POD. Nope. Okay, erase what I just said, and we're gonna start again together.
Katie, you're messing this one up.
It's
Look, this is a flop.
445 underscore PODCAST.
Okay. Thank you guys. We appreciate all of you for listening. This has been 445. I'm Colton Pratt.
I'm Katie Pratt.
And I'm Caden Pratt.
Don't forget to check your wiener.
Check that
Goodbye, guys.
fat wiener of yours.
I love you.
It doesn't have to be fat, Caden.
I got the picture coming with you, dear Marie. Count me in.
So, are you guys ready to record?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Hello and welcome to 445, a 15-minute celebration to get you to 5 o'clock. I am your host, Colton Pratt.
I'm your best friend, Katie Pratt, and I want to apologize for the loud crinkling you were hearing. I was trying to open up my candy cane spoons.
Okay.
And I am Caden Vandergrift, your mortal enemy.
Your mortal enemy, Caden Vandergrift. Before I say the question, I just want to get into... I had this idea, and I want to do it really fast. What's Katie thinking about? Katie, what you thinking about like right now? Because I feel like you don't get enough input on this podcast. So just what's on your mind?
Oh, I was a little annoyed that you started talking while I was trying to open my candy cane spoons. So if everybody can just be quiet for a minute, I'm going to open them real quick.
Okay. I was planning on editing out the first one, but this one's staying in. I laugh kind of like a seagull on this show. I feel like I don't in person I laugh like a but like on this podcast I laugh a little bit like an annoying seagull. Okay, so I have the question for you today, Kane. Okay.
Oh,
Katie,
okay.
you can have the question too. You can answer it too, but like it's specifically for Caden. Caden, so you go to.
I'm still
So you go
opening
to
my
a
candy
store.
cane spoon.
Oh, sorry, Caden. You go to a store, right? A grocery store. Let's make it Kroger. Okay.
Is Forgan Megan there?
Forgan Megan is looking for
Are the
his,
cucumbers on sale?
the on sale cucumbers, and you go in. You're surrounded by drabs. You're the only human other than Forgan Megan, but he's hiding.
He's not even a human.
And you go to the soup aisle, right?
Okay.
And you buy a can of soup. Okay. As you walk out,
Did I pay?
You, of course you do. You pay. You buy. You paid for it. You purchased it. No, I don't want to be soup anymore. You go in and you buy 7 ears of corn. Buy
Do I
7
pay
ears
for
of
them?
corn. Yes, you do. And you walk out with them. What is the worst thing that you could do with those 7 ears of corn?
Put them up your butt.
I knew Katie was going to say that.
Katie,
Kaden,
tell me
what
how
about-
you put 7 ears of corn up your butt.
Not me specifically.
just
Well, they
in
wouldn't
general.
fit. They
Why would
wouldn't
one
fit up
do
my
that?
butt. You'd have to have a really big butt.
And you cannot lie.
The motherfuckers can't deny.
When I was a kid, I used to think that like, so this is kind of similar. I used to think that tall foods would like stack vertically in your stomach, and that's what made you taller. So like, if you get like asparagus, it's tall and skinny, and they stack vertically in your stomach, and they like prop you up to make you taller. So maybe if you do that with corn cobs, you'll just grow taller, like my childhood brain thought you would. Maybe you'll just
I
stack.
think the worst thing you could do is return them to the store. Because then once you return them to the store has to throw them away. And then that food goes to waste.
Caden, that was a great answer.
At
Katie,
least
what's
if you
worse?
shove them up your butt, you're getting some kind of use out of them.
It's not a use that you want anyone else to know about, but it is a use. I agree. Caden, your answer was beautiful because today's holiday is Stop Food Waste Day. So
Yes.
my answer was going to be the worst thing you could do is just throw them away. Kane's answer was throw them away, but with more steps. So I actually agree. The worst thing you could do is make somebody else waste the food. The second worst thing you can do is waste the food yourself, and the third worst thing you can do is to put them up your butt.
Okay, I'm glad we hit all three.
Yeah, all three of those are vital. All three of them are vital to growth of whatever. So, Caden, talk to me about stopping food waste. What's your plan?
To stop food waste, you must eat all food.
Okay,
And don't waste it.
Waste it? How are you?
No, don't waste it.
What if it's gone bad?
Oh, that's your fault then.
Feed it the pig. They eat anything.
Okay, I looked up the most wasted foods. I'm going to read them to you, and you're going to tell me the best way to stop them from being wasted. Okay?
Oh, okay, I'm ready.
Bread.
Eat it.
Okay, but that's not funny though.
No,
Over
here, keep going,
240
keep going.
million slices of bread are chucked away every year. Bread freezes really well, particularly for toast.
No. Keep going on the list, Colton.
Keep going.
Okay, you can't just say eat it for all of them.
Keep going on the list, Colton.
I feel okay. Milk.
Eat it.
Consume it.
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
Okay, I'll give it for real this time.
The bread.
I think for bread,
you can make into. You freeze it. Okay, if you freeze a loaf of bread,
mm-hmm.
and then when it's frozen, you take it out and you take it and you make 6 stacks of 5 pieces of bread, and then you take a knife and you cut the 6 stacks of 5 pieces of bread into 16 pieces, each stack into 16, like each. So you cut
Are
it like
you making
down.
legendary bread rolls right now?
No. You cut it
good.
down, and then you take 3 of the 5 stacks, you put it on one tray. You take the other 3, put it on another tray, and then you get more bread. And you do the same thing. So basically, you get 2 trays of bread out of every loaf of bread that you cut, frozen bread you cut up, and then you put them on a rack. And then you put the rack into the proofer that you have turned off. You've got to make sure you block the door open, or else it ruins them. You leave them in there overnight to get stale. The next morning, you take them out, put them in the oven at 250 degrees with a low fan for 20 minutes.
She is.
I knew it was going to go.
You are making legendary bread rolls.
6 margarine for every 10.
Katie, stop making legendary bread rolls on this freaking
6
podcast.
sticks of margarine for every 10 trays you make. You put them. You wait for 1 hour for them to thaw. You put them into a container into the oven at 250 degrees on a low.
Fading out.
No.
So now it's just Caden and I talking. Caden, with my snowman, I would
with your snowman.
With my bread, my leftover 240 million slices, I would crunch them into like the little hard balls you could make with bread, and make the world's largest snowman out of stale bread. Yeah.
I wonder what the world's largest snowman out of bread, like how big that is.
I bet that's still considered wasting. I feel like they would still consider that wasting, but I feel like it got some kind of a use. And now Katie is fading back in, and she is not talking about. Oh, she is still talking. Fading it back out. Back out, she's fading.
You squeeze out the bread.
The second one is milk. I think milk makes sense that it gets used. I think the best way to solve that, though, is to just sell smaller portions of milk. Like, you can't buy a gallon anymore. You can only buy half gallons, because that way you are less likely just to have left over some. That was the real answer.
Just don't udder the cow or whatever.
Don't udder you say udder the cow?
Udder.
Don't fondle the cow's
Don't
udders.
Milk the cow. Don't milk the cow.
Kaden, you want to check on Katie? You want to check on Katie and see what she's still going?
Yep.
You shake the tray.
Fading back in now.
Back in the oven.
Nope, still talking about bread rolls.
1 more minute.
Fading back out again. Fading back out again. The third most wasted food is potatoes.
How does that even work?
I have the way to fix that problem. Give them to the Irish. They eat loads of those things. They'll eat potatoes for days. That's making up for that one.
You can do with potatoes.
Yeah, for real. Potatoes are like one of the most versatile foods. You can make them into. You could use. Oh, Katie faded back in. What was that? Say that again, Katie.
You missed it.
Oh, I think I heard, and that's how you make croutons. So Katie's described crouton making process for 4 full minutes. You only heard snippets of it when she faded in. They are legendary.
My mom says they taste like goldfish when I make them. He says they're really good.
Wait, do you actually use stale bread to make croutons?
Yeah.
The truth comes out. That's nasty. Potatoes, Katie. What would you do to help reduce the loss on potatoes?
Basically, you take them, using a knife, you cut them up into wedges.
Okay, and then what do you do with them?
Put them into baggies.
And then, what are you going to do with the bad potatoes, Katie? 5.8 million potatoes each year are wasted.
Oh, you load them into potato cannons and shoot them at your enemies.
Honestly, good
now
call.
we're talking.
Yeah, that's a use that's outside of eating. That's an effective use of the potatoes. Next thing, what are you going to do with the cheese?
Oh, I got this one.
I got this one.
Tell me, Kate.
What kind of cheese?
So, you're just going to shred it, okay?
Yep.
and then you're gonna fly really high up in an airplane, and then you're just dump cheese everywhere.
You every Olive Garden you go to, and you know how they like shred the cheese
Yeah.
onto your meals. Just every Olive Garden in America has a mound of cheese shredded onto the top.
And I'm gonna-
You shred 8 pounds of it before they're able to even process and say stop. You give the illusion of choice, but then
They have
and then
no
you
choice.
just shred more than anything else and wait for them to say stop, and then shred next to a little bit.
I'm gonna make a restaurant that everything is made out of cheese
Oh,
except the cheese,
Which is made out of?
plastic.
he said that. He said that so like what? Have you thought this out before, Caden?
Nope.
Oh, okay, just plastic cheese. That's fair.
Plastic cheese. All cheese is plastic.
So, the last 4 things you guys have heard have been bread, milk, potatoes, and cheese. Which either is all of us have either been dairy or been starch, right? Or carbs, I guess, not starch. What do you think the 5th most wasted food is?
Eggs.
That's a good guess. Not eggs.
Candy canes.
Are you guessing that because Katie's spoons?
Yep.
Oh, well, no, it's actually apples. 1.3 million apples are thrown away each year. So, how are we going to reduce apple use? Reduce apple use.
You take all those apples and you make applesauce with all of them.
But that still can be wasted. Are you going to eat 1.3 million apples worth of applesauce?
Oh, I
Somebody
definitely
will.
would.
Yep.
I think what you need to do is make applesauce the next big competition on like the world's fastest eater, on like the speed eating competitions. Make applesauce the new thing. So
Joey
that
Chestnut
you
would
can-
blow them away.
Joey Chestnut,
Chestnut.
the world record eater of like 18 different foods. I would love, but see, applesauce adds a whole new level of competition because that's one that you need. You can't just hold. That's one that you need a spoon and a bowl to
You
to
can
eat.
slurp. You go.
Yeah, but do you really think the gravity pulling down on applesauce is faster than somebody with a good posture, good arm motion, being able to shovel it into their face?
Well,
I
if
really
you
feel like
tilt your head
shoveling it
back,
would
what
be
if you
faster.
go like this? What if you go?
I can't see you. Go like what, Katie? What if you do what, Katie?
You tip your head back
Yeah.
and hold the bowl above your head and then dump it into your mouth while going.
Okay. So you're saying just suck it all down.
Like a vacuum.
I still feel like the applesauce will flow too slowly, right? Oh. So I think we've been pretty effective so far on reducing food waste across America. So good job. Everybody follow our 5 rules. Step 1, make croutons or bread men. Step 2, give the milk to Kane, he will eat them. Step 3, give the potatoes to the Irish, they'll do that. Step 4, give the cheese to Kane, he's making a cheese-based restaurant. Step 5, applesauce the apples, give him the Joey Chestnut.
Wait,
Now we have...
I didn't hear us talk about the second one.
Which one? Yeah, because you were talking about croutons the whole time.
I hope you all
okay.
learned something.
Through the snippets that you heard, because I am fading Katie in and out.
No, don't fade me out. Can you have me playing Lowly in the background so everybody just knows the recipe?
Okay, if you listen very closely, you might be able to hear Katie very quietly in the background describing how you do it. Okay, so thank you guys all so much for listening. Kaden, what'd you learn today?
I learned how to make croutons.
Yeah, you did. Okay, that's a good one. Katie, what did you learn today?
I learned that Colton doesn't appreciate when I tell you how to make croutons.
I appreciate when you can do it shortly, but you do it longly every time.
It's because it's a long process. I get paid the big bucks for this.
I learned that if you want to reduce milk waste, you need to stop uttering the cows.
And now we're talking.
Thank you guys all very much for listening. Katie, if there's Instagram and TikTok that they want to find us on, where should they go? Also, I want us to know FORPO 445.
No, wait, let me do it. Colton, let me have my moment.
Oh, man.
FOR445PODCAST. And on Twitter, go to FOR445_PODCAST. Done. How's that
So
going?
speedy.
I like to know the reason that Katie just did that was because Grace, our manager, told us that she thinks the Instagram and TikTok portion takes too long, And
I
so,
disagree with her, and I'm going to keep doing it my own way. But that was for her. We're going back to my way tomorrow.
okay. Also, I want to talk to my co-host real quick. So we've heard some reports that say telling people not to forget to check their wiener is unsettling for a family show.
Incorrect. We're talking about
so
hot
do we
dogs.
have-
Everyone knows
that.
it.
Yeah, can we figure out some other outro
Check
phrase?
your hot dogs.
That's not better. I mean, it's a little bit better.
Do you
Is there
have a
any other
cheesy
thing-
wiener?
Go check your udder. Go
Utter your cow?
I
Udder
don't
your
know
cow.
that joke. I feel like I'm missing out on that joke.
You did.
We'll figure something out tomorrow. Today we'll just say, thank you for listening to 445. I have been Colton Pratt.
I'm Katie.
I'm Caden.
Don't forget to check your
and
wiener.
Check your wiener.
Do not check your wiener.
Well,
That's
you
what
might
we
get a
don't-
cheese wiener. You don't want a cheese wiener. You gotta check to make sure they're not cheesy.
All right, goodbye.
Love you. Make it a good one this time. Jeez.
So, are you fellow hosts ready to record?
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's do it. Hello, welcome to 4445, 15-minute celebration to get you to the greatest hour of the day, 5 o'clock. I'm your host, Caden Vandergrift.
I'm your bestie. Oh,
Katie, go ahead.
I'm always second. You know this.
I'm sorry.
I'm your bestie, Katie Pratt.
And I today am your mortal enemy, Colton Pratt.
And I have a question for you guys.
Okay, Caden, I have an answer for you. I'm ready for it.
What is your favorite thing that involves cinnamon?
Favorite thing that...
Slice.
Oh, wait, we're not in like a void space for this one? We're just here? Oh man.
This question is so simple.
Yeah,
I have one.
I'm in a weird brain spot right now. Katie, go ahead.
Okay, so yesterday at the greatest job in the world, Texas Roadhouse Bakery,
Yeah.
we were making legendary bread. And sometimes when you make legendary bread, if you have strips of dough that aren't big enough to make legendary rolls and will make crap rolls, you're not allowed to make crap rolls. So you just have strips of extra dough. And so while we were making legendary bread, me and this girl I was training were having all this scrap, and we were like, "What do we do with this?" So I made a pretzel. I'm like, "Hee hee pretzel," and she's like, "I want one too." So she made a pretzel, and we were like, "Hee hee pretzels." And then we took all the scraps, cut them into tiny little dough holes, looking like the size of like quarters, and made a whole tray of them out of the scraps that we were going to throw away.
Yeah.
And then we proofed and baked them. And then when we baked them, we covered them in butter. And we took some cinnamon and sugar and mixed it together, and then rolled them in the cinnamon and sugar and made donut holes, and they were delicious. Best thing I made at Texas Roadhouse.
It sounds like you don't do much of your job at your job.
Oh, are you serious? I do so much of my job at my job. I am literally the greatest baker alive at Texas Roadhouse.
If you think you're better baker
in
than
Marion,
Katie,
Indiana.
if you think you're a better baker than Katie, challenge her to a bake-off.
No.
Bake off.
Not just baking. You have to be a Texas Roadhouse roll maker. And you can't be Holly or Rain because I know they're better than me.
How do you know that Holly and Rain are
But
better
I'm
than you?
third best. Just because I know that they're the best at baking.
Want to know my favorite thing with cinnamon on it, Kaden?
Yes.
Well, there's two. One, when I was a child, every time I had white rice, I didn't just eat white rice like a normal human. I put butter and cinnamon and sugar on it, and it was really, really good. So I made my white rice into a dessert. And then my second favorite thing with cinnamon and sugar on it is cream of wheat.
Ew.
It's really good.
You're disgusting.
Both of those are
You are
so good.
terrible.
What's wrong?
Those are sins.
Both of those are so good. Wait.
Nope.
No, they're
No.
both really...
Rice does not need sugar and cinnamon on it.
I know that now, Caden. But back then, when I was a child, I made it into a nice little dessert for myself. Caden, have you ever heard of rice pudding? Checkmate.
No, I actually have not heard of rice pudding.
It's rice, but made into a pudding with cinnamon and sugar. Checkmate.
Yeah, but that's rice pudding, not rice.
But it's made of rice.
But it's pudding.
But it's made of rice.
You guys want to know what mine is?
No, I want you to admit that I was right.
You're not right.
Okay, what's yours, Caden?
Cinnamon applesauce. You guys want to know what the day is?
If it's applesauce day, I want to be livid.
It's not.
It's not. What is it?
It's not.
What is it?
It is shrimp Scampi Day.
Okay, make a connection here for me.
And I bet you're thinking, how in the world does cinnamon relate with shrimp scampi?
Okay.
And I'll tell you.
Tell me.
Cinnamon has been it's been studied. There's research that shows it is a part of the same family. Cinnamon is part of the same family that is with avocado. So cinnamon and avocado are in the same family. And avocado is from Mexico, and shrimp is from the Gulf of Mexico, and shrimp scampi is our day today.
How did you make that connection so quickly?
Caden was just Googling words from the Wikipedia about shrimp scampi until he
I told you
found
my
something.
question was super simple.
That's the definition of simple, Caden. That's the definition. How come when I used to make those wild connections, y'all would get so mad at me? But then Caden does, well, I'm livid. Oh man. I'm looking at an
Now we
image
gotta
of...
talk about shrimp scampi.
Now we gotta talk about shrimp scampi, which Caden really set us up for failure here. Man, shrimp scampi, I'm looking at an image of it because I actually didn't really know what it was. It looks... I can't even tell if I think I'll like it or not. I can tell that a lot of it is built in a way that it would get stuck in my teeth.
I honestly wouldn't really eat it.
It's fundamentally, there's so much stuff fundamentally in there that, digs into
I
your
don't know
teeth.
what it is. Describe it to me.
It's a bunch of, small, thinly cut, fine vegetables, some thin noodles, shrimp, and the image I see has tomatoes and toast with it.
Tomatoes and toast?
Yeah, in all that stuff. And so when you eat it, you're going to get a wild amount of that stuff just up in your teeth. And you know what you should use when you get a wild amount of that stuff up in your teeth?
Cinnamon.
A toothpick.
You should use an electric toothbrush, namely Brush, the electric toothbrush, who is our sponsor today. Brush is an electric toothbrush that will change the way you think about brushing your teeth. With powerful sonic technology and ultra-gentle bristles, the Brush redefines what it means to have super clean teeth. It's like that feeling when you just leave the dentist a fresh, whole mouth clean. The feeling when you just leave the dentist. Every single day. Our listeners get 15% off the total purchase with code POD15. Follow the link in the show notes and enter the code POD15 to get your exclusive download and upgrade your oral care routine. So that's capital POD and the numbers 15. The link will be in the description.
POD15. Sounds good to me.
Yeah, so you can get a wonderful electric toothbrush called Brush. That's BRUUSH. The first U has a umlaut over it, so BR umlaut UUSH. That sounds really great. Back to shrimp scampi now. Katie, you have anything you want to tell me about shrimp scampi? You have anything to admit?
The only thing I know about shrimp scampi is that my brother and me bit, and I'm not willing to steal bits from other podcasts.
Oh, okay. You want me to teach you some more about shrimp scampi?
Of course. I'd love that.
Here are today's 5 food finds about shrimp scampi, and that is on foodimentary.com. The first find they have is that the word scampi means shrimp. So shrimp scampi is just
shrimp.
It's just shrimp or scampi, which I think is more fun. I like scampi more.
Scampi.
So I always thought shrimp scampi was a shrimp version of a scampi, but apparently it's not. You could have a scampi soup, and that's just a shrimp soup.
When you keep saying scampi, I keep thinking you're talking about Stampy, that one YouTuber, Stampy Cat.
Yeah.
The Minecraft YouTuber.
Okay.
And every time that just keeps popping into my head is Stampy Cat.
This fact, I don't understand what it means, so we're going to have to figure this one out. The pistol shrimp can deliver an explosive attack hotter than the surface of the sun and loud enough to rupture a human eardrum. What the heck is that?
I think it's a shrimp that can it's like a shrimp that can punch super hard and because it punches so hard it gets really hot.
Look at it. It has one really, 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 really big claw.
Wait.
That one's not big.
Wait, it has a punching arm?
Yep.
Wait,
I think it's got a punching arm.
pistol shrimps have a punching arm? They do
Yes,
have a
they
punching
have.
arm. That's so silly. What the heck? They literally are wearing a boxing glove on one hand just to be attacking anything that comes near them. That's wild.
Yeah. It's weird because I wonder what would happen if they punch with their other hand.
Probably nothing. They have one. Kane, why would they ever need to? If you have a punch that gets hotter than the surface of the sun, and it
Because
can break
if you only
human.
punch with one hand, it gets kind of predictable.
Oh, you're saying that somebody's gonna juke the punch that boils the water around them, and someone's gonna be able to juke that? You think?
Yep.
Oh, well, okay then. You want to know the next fact about shrimp scampi or shrimp or scampi?
Scampi.
Every shrimp is actually born male, and some develop into females. So every shrimp's a man.
How progressive.
Yeah, it's very progressive. How does their like reproductive organs retract? Like, how does that work?
Colton, I don't care about shrimp reproductive organs.
Fair enough, but you seem
Move on.
You care about the echidna ones when we talked about echidna reproductive organs.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, because I like to imagine the echidna flying using its little four-headed penis like a helicopter wings.
Some shrimp are actually capable of glowing in the dark. Now that we can...
I don't care about this either.
Okay, shrimp...
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
How about, is this one okay?
Sorry,
is this one
I love your
acceptable?
fun fact.
Shrimp can vary in size from 1/2 an inch to 12 inches.
I like that. I've never seen a 12-inch long shrimp, and that's kind of scary to imagine.
Yeah, that is scary. Especially, imagine a 12-inch long pistol shrimp. Like, 6 inches of that is his punching claw. Like, I bet he has range, he has power. Man, the pistol shrimp is
he only
scary.
has like 6 inches of range.
Yeah, but he can punch forward, Caden. He can punch forward at you.
Yeah, but I feel like that's less impressive.
You feel like it's less impressive. Hotter than the surface of the sun, Caden. You think that's not impressive?
It could be hotter.
Are you okay? It hits at 4,000 degrees Celsius.
My question is, when he punches, how come if it's hotter than the earth, or it's hotter than the surface of the sun, how come it doesn't like spread way farther than just like 6 inches?
It does, Caden. He shoots bubbles. Like, his punch causes bubbles that like fly forward and do damage because it's so powerful.
But so it just goes straight, doesn't go like around?
Caden, if you have a punch that can get hotter than the surface of the sun, you don't need to have a freaking what's the ball and the chain's called? Those weapons, you know what I'm talking about?
Your
arm doesn't need to be able to do that. It doesn't need to swing in every direction. If the game becomes I land one punch or a punch close to you and I've cooked a meal for myself, the game does not become. It becomes. The man has not put any stats into speed or anything else. He's put all his stats into that one punching arm, Caden.
Yeah, but I feel like he could have put more into it.
More into the punching arm?
Punched, and it's like a sonic boom rather than just like a
Caden,
little
it
line.
busts your eardrums because it breaks the sound barrier. It is a sonic boom.
Yeah, but
Can I just say it's kind of wimpy of shrimp not to be able to get bigger than 12 inches?
Yeah, that's
kind
what
of.
I'm saying.
Shrimps are kind of weak.
Caden, I want you to fight a pistol shrimp. You would lose.
No. I would just step on it.
You try to step on it, and it punches the bottom of your foot, and your leg burns off.
Nah.
They're little.
You can't just say nah.
It just like doesn't have enough time.
All right.
The pistol shrimp is so small. The mantis shrimp is way cooler.
The pistol shrimp's going to kill you both. Katie, what did you learn?
I think a mantis shrimp is way cooler than a pistol shrimp.
Okay. Kaden, what did you learn?
There's over 300 kinds
Colton
of shrimp.
must have some kind of relationship towards the pistol shrimp because he loves it.
I learned that Caden thinks he's a big tough guy, but it's too scared to go in and fight against a pistol shrimp. Jeez.
I said I would take on that pistol shrimp head to head, and I will step on it, Colton.
And he'll break every bone in your leg with one punch,
No,
Caden.
he will not.
Yeah.
Okay, Colton.
Yes, what do you want, Katie?
The pistol shrimp is only 1 or 2 inches long.
Yes, Katie.
Oh.
It's a punch will break your toe off.
A mantis shrimp, which is a much cooler shrimp, gets 8 to 10 inches long. It's so much bigger.
Katie, what's your favorite shrimp? Mine is the pistol shrimp now. I'm dying on the punching arm.
What's my favorite shrimp?
Yeah.
Anything
The mantis
but
shrimp
the
can actually beat a pistol shrimp in a fight because it's larger.
That's not how. Have you ever watched Andre the Giant fight against Rey Mysterio?
Ned Hardy,
Rey Mysterio doesn't win every time. Rey Mysterio doesn't win every time.
Go to Ned Hardy. Go to NedHardy.com.
All right, Katie.
The article mantis shrimp versus pistol shrimp, who would win in a fight? And Ned Hardy tells us that while both of these crustaceans will be unforgiving to their prey during a fight, the mantis shrimp has a slight edge over the pistol shrimp because of its size.
Katie, if they wanted to find us on Instagram and TikTok and have this debate finished on there,
The pistol shrimp relies only on the shockwave. The mantis shrimp has the physical hit plus the shockwave of the physical
Colton,
hit.
your pistol shrimp is puny compared to this mantis shrimp.
fine.
A mantis shrimp is more aggressive and predatory and has better vision.
Fine. Katie, Instagram and TikTok, where should they look?
FOR445PODCAST. When I said a letter, type a letter. When I said a number, type a number, obviously.
Obviously. And then Twitter, go to the same spot, but put an underscore between the 5 and the P for me. Thank you, buddies, all for listening. This has been 445. I'm Colton Pratt.
I'm Katie Pratt.
And I'm Caden Vandergrift, and the pistol shrimp sucks.
And the mantis shrimp is the best shrimp.
And
I love you.
And yeah, goodbye.
Here's the tea. Hey, buddy.
Hello.
Hi.
You ready to record?
Sure.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Hello and welcome to 4445, a 15-minute celebration to get you to 5 o'clock. I'm your best friend, Katie Pratt.
I'm neutral to you, and my name is Colton Pratt.
And I am your mortal enemy, Caden.
Caden. Speaking of mortal enemy, you guys know the game Mortal Kombat? It's one of the bloodiest, most disgusting fighting games I've ever seen. And the other day at my FCA, which is the Fellowship of Christian Athletes Club, the son of the guy who runs it is 6, and this kid isn't allowed to play tackle football, isn't allowed, and he had Mortal Kombat, and I'm like, I wonder if the people who bought it knew what it was, because there's a whole thing about you can stab someone's eyeballs out and it shows it graphically. You can cut them open, freeze their blood, and then stab them in the nose with it, and it goes through, it shows in detail. And I'm like, this kid can't tackle. Why is he allowed to see this? Yeah. Anyway, that's what I just thought of that because of the calling each other mortal enemies. Katie, do you have a question for me?
Yeah, I do have a question for both of you guys.
Oh, good.
Yay.
Being totally honest with me.
Okay.
What's something you've never told anyone in your life?
Oh. Is it supposed to be like a dirty secret?
Well, what's something you never told anybody?
Oh man. Crap, I can't think of what haven't I told. I feel like I'm a pretty open guy.
Yeah, me too.
What have I not told anybody?
That's suspicious.
Huh.
I haven't told anybody this joke. Okay, guys.
I'm ready.
What do you call a dinosaur that knows every word?
A thesaurus.
Dang it, Katie!
Dang it, Katie! Boom! Yeah, that was a good joke though. A thesaurus. Yeah, that was a good one, Caden.
I'm sad.
I'm trying to think what I have never told anybody. I feel like I've told everyone. The people on the podcast know more about me than most people. Man. Oh man, I have no idea. I've not told anybody anything. I've told everybody everything. I mean,
Well, I've never told anybody that Sour Patch watermelons are actually my new favorite candy because I just figured that out right now.
Oh, okay. The other day I was at a store and I bought Mike and Ike's, and then the day after, everybody around me at school started talking about how Mike and Ike's are a candy that no one likes. And I'm like, I actually went out, and I was like, no, I just bought them yesterday. And they said, yeah, but no one goes out of their way and says, I want Mike and Ike's and buys them. I'm I did that. I was in the candy aisle. I saw Mike and Ike's and I grabbed them and bought them. Mike and Ike's are good. They're good candy.
We ate some Mike and Ike's the other day.
What?
When I was at your house, we ate Mike and Ike's.
Yeah, Mike and Ike's are good candy. They're solid candy. So here's something that I've never told anyone. When I was a kid in middle school, the first time it ever happened, I got one of those spam links and I clicked it, and then I immediately closed out. But I still have that image of the questionable website that popped up. You know the type. I still remember that. I haven't told anybody that happened to me ever. I don't click
Is that you went to a porn site?
Not on purpose, but yes. Speaking of which, not very many people do. But if you do go watch any of our YouTube videos, do not click any of the comments at all, because we get lots of porn in the comments, and I delete as many of them as I can. Yeah, but like almost every day we get like 3, and so I'm deleting as many as I can, as fast as I can. But we get a lot. Yeah, I don't click them, but like, because small YouTube channels that don't have very many comments, their algorithm automatically goes and finds them and just like posts the spam comment. Because they want people to click their links, so they want to go to channels where their comment will be the highest on the list.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So
that's actually super genius.
I can't
even be mad.
Yeah. No, they're all in foreign languages too, so it's a link and then a bunch of words I don't understand. And to delete comments on YouTube, it's much harder than it feels like it should be. I feel like I should be able to go to the email that YouTube sends me to tell me they got a comment and just click delete, but I actually go to my account, go to a specific thing, click the video, find the comment, and then delete it individually. It's super. I did that for as many as I can, but like there's bound to be some currently. Here, I'll go to my Gmail. I'll tell you how many we have in the past couple days that I haven't read yet. They come in pretty regularly. Social, YouTube, since the 19th, the last 10 days, we've gotten 3. Yeah. I'm
glad that we are.
2 of them were on week 17. And I accidentally clicked on it. I deleted it for it, but anyway. Yeah, so we get lots of the spam comments. Want me to read one?
Accidentally
Felix, if you listen, I'm so. Oh, never mind, Felix. Never mind. He's an advertiser too. His first sentence is looking forward to seeing more videos. Good luck. And then at the end it says, have you thought about using this website to promote my videos? And I decided
that's also really genius.
Yeah, I was super excited because I thought it was a random dude named Felix, but no, it's not. So yeah, don't click on any links unless you're Felix. Felix's link seems not questionable. It's specifically for growing channels. So yeah, don't click on any links except for Felix. Felix is nice. All right, Katie.
You sure?
He seems nice. Katie,
that's it. Click on it.
It's okay. Okay, live on podcast. I'm clicking on. I trust Felix.
Okay. You're gonna get a virus.
Yeah, you're gonna get the biggest virus ever.
What is this? Okay, no, it's just a YouTube promotion site. But they charge you. They charge you a bunch of money, so you don't want to make an account because it's hard to quit. But it's just a YouTube promotion site. You're fine. I went to Reddit and read the reviews instead of going to the actual site because I was worried.
I was gonna say you're fine until all of a sudden Cole's computer just crashes.
Yeah, no, I didn't actually go to the site because I was worried. Okay, Katie, what's today's holiday?
Today's holiday is National Honesty Day.
Aww,
that was a good one.
Yeah, so we've been honest so far. We're
keeping it real. Now's the time to be honest.
I'm always honest.
Yeah, and if you're a listener and someone asks you a question about something, anything, your honest answer should be 445. Just always, if you want to lie, just say our podcast name. That's what we call promotion by mouth. Just say our podcast name whenever you want to lie.
It's called word of mouth marketing.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Caden. Grow Me and 445 are growing hand in hand.
Yes.
Grow
Me.
Yeah, so Grow Me and 445 are growing hand in hand, slowly and surely. Guys, maybe I should go to Felix's account and promote our channel. No, we're not a YouTube channel. We're a podcast.
No, don't do that.
Don't do that.
We don't want to get viruses.
Yeah. Katie, tell me something honestly.
Something honest?
Yeah.
Okay, honestly, I went to Texas Roadhouse today.
Okay.
And I'm supposed to get a 30% discount because I work there, if you didn't know.
Okay.
And you have to, tell them that you're an employee and you get a 30% discount. And I was hoping that they would just recognize me because the server we had was my favorite server to work with.
Oh, no. Oh.
She didn't even recognize me. And so I had to be like, discount. I work here. And she's like, oh, when do you start? Do you work at this location? I was like, yeah, I've been making bread here for the past 2 months.
Oh, Katie.
Maybe it was because of the mask, Katie. Maybe it was because of the mask.
That's what she said. She said, it's because of the mask and you always wear a hat. Hi, Katie. She knew my name was Sam. As soon as I said, yeah, I make bread, she knew who it was. But it was just so sad for me for
that's what people always say to me. They'll be like, because at the place I work now, you don't wear a mask. It's a restaurant in Dublin. Or you don't have to wear a mask if
Oh,
you're
you work
outside.
for that place.
Mm-hmm. And so they all be
What
like,
happened
when did you,
to
because
you?
they apparently have like a bunch of new people coming in, and they're like, when did
Yeah.
you start working here? And I was like, I worked here last year. They're like, oh, it's because of the mask. I was like, okay. Okay.
Sure.
Did you do the same thing you were doing last year?
Yeah. But the same people. Actually, there's a few new people.
A
Okay,
lot of the people at my job just walk out and quit.
Really?
that's good. Why
like
did
that's
you
not
submit
very
a
good
2
at
weeks then?
word of mouth
Why didn't you just
marketing.
walk out and quit and come home today?
Because they all trash talk. The
Okay.
people who walk out and I want them to like me.
Guys, I have looked up the best truth questions for Truth or Dare, and we're gonna answer them honestly. Okay?
Okay.
This one
Making
we've-
out with girl.
This one we've already talked about, but I would like to go over it again just to see if the answers have changed. If you could be invisible, what's the first thing you would do, Katie? Katie?
In the episode, I would go into the National Women's Soccer Team locker room
You're standing by
and
that?
I would take their merch.
Okay, Kaden, I don't need to know your answer. I was hoping Katie's had changed.
Oh.
Kaden, I'll ask you this. I'll ask you the next one, Kaden. We'll alternate.
Okay.
What is the most embarrassing music you listen to?
Like song?
Most embarrassing music you listen to. That's what it says.
I listen to SpongeBob songs. SpongeBob music.
Oh, yeah, okay. Katie,
Yeah.
this is a sad one, so hopefully you have a positive
no.
answer and don't bring down the podcast. What is one thing you wish you could change about yourself?
I would make myself between 2 and 4 inches taller.
Oh, okay. That's a good one.
That's
Kaden,
really specific. What if you're 1.9 inches taller than what, Katie?
That's exactly what you wanted.
That is not exactly what I wanted, Mr.
1.9.
Math Wizard.
Oh, right. It's between 2 and 5, you said. 2 or 4, sorry.
2 4.
Kaden, who is your secret crush?
You.
Aww. Aww. Katie?
Dodge that bullet.
Wait, no one's... I'm not going to ask about it? Yeah, no, I'm not asking about it. Whatever, I don't care.
I don't really have a secret crush, honestly.
No, you said it was me. It's too late to go back.
Oh, yeah, besides you.
Katie, who is the last person you creeped on social media?
I was trying to, okay, this is embarrassing, but, I have a project in my class that I have to, it was like a video project, and my partner found the actors for it, and so I didn't know the actors' names, and it's embarrassing because I have classes with the actors, so I should know their names.
Yeah, so you creeped them?
Yeah, I creeped my partner's Instagram.
Okay. Kaden.
Yes. Yep.
Where is the weirdest place you've ever gone to the bathroom?
In my trash can. One time, so I have my toilet. I have my toilet and then I have my trash can right next to it, and I accidentally peed in my trash can in like the middle of the night because like sleepy Caden was not really thinking about anything. And yeah,
Kaden, I have a follow-up question to that question for you, okay? It's back to you again.
yes.
When was the last time you wet the bed? Honestly.
Like when you say wet? I have a funny story. The other night I had a dream. I don't know
The
what I
other
was
night?
doing. No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I didn't pee.
Okay.
I did wet the bed, but it wasn't pee. Oh wait.
Did you really do a wet dream, Kaden?
Let me get to my story. Let me get to my story.
Wait, Kaden.
Let me get. So I was.
What is this?
I was
I'm so hyped.
and all of a sudden,
grandparents
I just
listen to
like
this.
spit in my mouth. I just went
Oh.
like split out like a stream of saliva.
Oh, Kaden,
and like
you had
I
so many
felt
better
it.
ways to say that. Why did you say I did wet the bed but not with pee? Why was that the way you decided to describe what happened? That's so bad.
Hey, I thought it
okay,
was pretty funny.
that is very funny.
It was funny.
Katie, I have one more last question for you, to be honest. You ready?
Yeah.
What did you learn?
Are we done?
Yeah, it's been 14 minutes.
Holy cow.
Yeah, we've been
Man,
going
I was
longer
having
than
such a
normal.
fantastic day on Honesty Day.
Yeah. Katie, what did you learn?
I learned that Caden wet the bed, but not with pee.
Kaden, what did you learn?
You can't say that.
Kaden, what did you learn?
I learned I learned that Katie's roommates don't like when Katie says that I went to pee, but not with, or I went to bed, but not with pee.
I apparently heard you say that.
I don't know if the podcast could hear it, but Katie's, as soon as Katie said what she learned, somebody else in the room said, "You can't say that," just like that.
They all can't hear the context. It's very funny in context.
And I learned that if Katie could change one thing about herself, she would make herself 2 to 4 inches taller. All right, thank you guys all for listening. Katie, real quick, as fast as you can, Instagram and TikTok, where do they go?
Okay, when I say a letter, type a letter. When I say a number, type a number. Ready? Go to the search bar in Instagram or TikTok. Go. FOR445 PODCAST. And then on Twitter, go to the search bar. Ready? Go. FOR445 _ PODCAST. Thank you. Goodbye. I love you. Check your wieners.
Okay, wow.
Now we're
bye.
talking. Check that wiener.
Yeah, check it. Peace out.
Adios, amigos.
So imagine this, Katie. It's so are you ready, Cord? Yeah. Okay. Now you.